do. Okay, we are live. Let me just share the live. What's this? Okay, let's see if everything is working correctly. The audio at least works. Mm, Twitter doesn't seem to work. The audio. Oh, now yes. Let's also see YouTube. And YouTube it works as well. Okay. Hi everyone. How was everyone doing? Today I didn't stream in the morning because I was testing a bit the new Gemini model, the Gemini 3.1 Pro. And today we are gonna run a bunch of my usual evals on it. Let me just open also anti-gravity. I want to see if it's available on both anti-gravity and on the Gemini CLI. I know for a fact that that is available on anti-gravity because I already saw it. I don't know about the CLI. So let's see one thing at a time. Let me open my folder, Gemini Evals here. Let me see if I'm logged in. No, give me just a second. I will log in. It's okay, I will log in like this. Okay. I did the login this morning, so I don't understand why I should log in again, but it's okay. So Gemini 3.1 Pro is here. Let's see super quickly the benchmarks because they are really, really, really good. I didn't expect something like this from a .1 improvement. Also, I want to remind everyone that Google never did a .1 improvement. That's the first time for them. They always did like a 0.5 every time. So that's also quite strange. Let me open another tab in a second. Okay, here. No, here. Okay. So those are the benchmarks. Some are really, really good. So let me see 1 second. Okay. Let me just get the image. Just like this, we can also zoom in. Save. Come on. Okay. So we got Humanity Lacks the Sum, 44 no tools, 51 with tools, 51.4. It's a huge boost from Gemini 3 Pro. And okay, it doesn't perform as good as Opus, but it makes sense. It's so sad that most of the benchmarks will not have GPT-5.3 codecs. It's like that because GPT-5.3 is not on the API yet. So that's why they only have terminal bench, where Codex is winning, but it's not even close. It's like 9 points ahead. How much they are? It's 2 plus 7. Yes, it's 9 points ahead. So, and that's really sad because terminal bench, SWE bench, those are the most important benchmarks for a lot of people, me as well. So it's sad to see that it didn't have a huge leap into like coding specifically, but other stuff are crazy. For example, the browser comp, that is just browser use, is 86%, and Opus is at, let me see, it's 84. Okay, that's really good. But stuff like Gemini 3 Pro, so the previous version, it was 60%, so they have like a 15% bump on it. Also, there is a huge difference here with the context size. For people that don't know, basically Gemini has a 1 million context window. This is quite huge. It's one of the biggest amongst competitor. The other one that has it, I think it's XAI with Grok 4.1, and the latest Sonnet models. Some of them they also have a million tokens worth of context window. Uh, Let me just check on the audio. Sometimes I just uh, let me just check on the okay. So, but it's really sad to see that the more context the model consumes, the dumber it gets. I mean, it's something that we all know already. That the more context you give to a model, the worse it is to like do some specific tasks or just in general like doing tasks. But I just dream of a model that does really well also with like 400 500k words of context, but we are not ready yet. I remember the time where llama 4 just released, where the behemoth model, I think that was the name, they announced something like 10 million words of context window, but of course that model just disappeared and never happened. So what we are gonna do today with Gemini 3.1 Pro, we are gonna test it on a couple of my like stupid easy benchmarks, and let's see how it compares with other models. I didn't run those benchmarks on Codex 5.3 and Opus 4.6 for a simple reason. And I think it's pretty stupid, but follow me for a second. Now, for Codex 5.3 and Opus 4.6, we already know for a fact that they are really, really good models. So doing one-shot, two-shot generations, in my opinion, is completely useless. On the opposite, there are some models where I did the evals, like GLM 5, Kimi 2.5, what was the other one? Minimax 2.5, where I think those models are really, really good, but they are not worth to sharing an evals or sharing like the full evals because I don't think they are good enough, like as good as the latest models. So following this stream of consciousness, I don't even know how to talk. Following this, technically, I will never make evals like full evals. So I need to rethink this whole process because it's quite stupid and I understand it myself, but that's how it is right now. So let me just open X just for the sake of it. And let's start with those evals. We are gonna start really easy. Let me just get anti-gravity. And for a sec, I just need to check if we have 3.1 also on the CLI. I know that they are rolling it out. I think most of the Max, the Ultra subs already has it. I don't have it yet because I'm not an Ultra sub, but we can use it with anti-gravity pretty easily. So let's make a couple of directories and let's start with our evals. I have all my evals here in Obsidian. The first one is this, is create a visualizer of a Python MANIM animation using UV and UV inline dependencies of the equation of love, or the people said that's equation of love. So let's create a directory. Let's call it manim manim part arch wherever. Okay, clear. Let's cd here and let's ask Gemini. So let's do it in planning. Yes. What's Manim for people that don't know? Manim is the library that the YouTuber 3Blue1Brown made, and it's used to do math animation, physics animation, like science animations in general. For people who don't know 3Blue1Brown, I'm sorry, you didn't have a life. This is the guy. It's really, really, really good. And he does really nice animations. So let me get back to anti-gravity. Well, I've been not using anti-gravity for a while now. Wow. Just after they stopped giving me free Opus tokens on OpenCode. Yeah, I think that was the last time I used that. In the meantime that we are waiting for the generation, let me know if you have any questions or if you have any comment on the latest Gemini model. Right now, I'm just really upset that the model doesn't seem that good. I saw a bunch of strange behaviors that are really Gemini-like. I think Theo shared something about that as well. Let me just check. Uh, Gemini has a huge problem on the conversational side. In what I mean by that is that sometimes it just does random shit. Like, and it's something that you don't expect from an important lab like Google. So that's really sad. Why I'm unstable on Twitch? I'm already unstable mentally. I cannot be unstable also on the video. Twitch. I'm already unstable mentally. Okay,
I
let
cannot be
me
unstable also on the
on
video.
Twitch. Let me see what is it? It's like is it lagging or I don't know. It says it's unstable, but I think the only unstable people are Twitch people. So let me just I don't know wherever it's okay. Unstable or not unstable, we are gonna continue here. Another thing is sometimes I'm really funny. Like skills are down, or at least that was the thing says. But people that don't know skills are just markdown files. So I'm really funny and said skill issues or whatever. Sorry for this. Agent terminated to an error. Hmm, nice. Yeah, that's exactly. ex- You can prompt the model to try again. Can you please work? Okay, I guess that's not gonna work. So, that's what I was mentioning before. Like Gemini, at one point, he decided that he doesn't like to work. It's so European, you know. Like UV run. Let's see if the animation runs. Okay, no, it doesn't. Please fix the animation. I think it generated the video at least. Oh, we have the video actually. Okay. Yeah, because I think the manim specific command is another one. You cannot do UV run. Oh, okay. The model name is anti-gravity. But the generation is really good. That that's exactly what I was saying before. Like the model can do really cool stuff, but sometimes I don't know if it's the harnesses or if it's the model itself. It just stops working for whatever reason. Like instead of telling me, "Look, we are done. Here is your video," it just stopped working. I don't get why Google releases something like this. I don't understand. Whatever. Okay. Uh, at least the first thing is done. Oh, because it did everything in the root, not in the folder. But oh, okay. Now I got it. I fully got it. Let me just save the video so I can post it later on Twitter. But the video is good. Okay, I got the problem. He was just doing it from the root itself. So let me just delete everything. Okay, first benchmark 10 out of 10. It's super simple. Let's do something cooler. Let's make him build a Tinder-like application for SF founders. Let's try. Make it look neo-brutalist in a minimal way. Use the front-end skill. I think I installed the front-end skill so also for anti-gravity. Let me check. But let's see. Since the folder thing it didn't work, let's forget about the folder and just delete everything after it generates. What agent are you guys currently using? Really interested in that. I did a video. Allow this conversation. Okay. I did a video about all the harnesses, but then after I finished recording, I also thought that I was missing a bunch of, for example, extensions. Like I didn't mention augment, I didn't mention Klein, Ru, Kilo, etc. Just because I don't use those that much. Like I just leave on my IDE if it's cursor and on my CLIs with Cloud Code, Codex, Droid, OpenCode, Hump, wherever it comes to mind. Let's see what it generates. Let me also specify something because those are not my latest evals. Let me tell him something. Uh, why Whisper is not working? Whisper? 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 Oui. No, I'm not French. I swear. So don't add authentication for now, it's not needed. And as of database, just use DACDB, no, DAXI, so it's all local storage. Of course, he doesn't understand what DAXI is. DAXIDB. I don't know what DAXI is either. I just know that is um, a database for local. It's like a local database for your browser, something like this. DAXIDB. Let me show you. This thing, DAXI. It's a wrapper on top of an IndexedDB. So it's a really easy way to have local storage. That's the gist of it. Come on, anti-gravity. I mean, anti-gravity story is so funny. Like the whole windsurf shenanigans, etc. When anti-gravity launched, I think their agent panel still had like the windsurf thingy going. So, oh, now he created a folder. Okay. But in general, I'm quite sure that the windsurf guys are doing pretty good on cognition. Like cognition seems to be a really nice lab. So, and the other ones are working at Google right now. So they are probably doing fine. Let's see it here. Let's do Bunny PD. See if it works. No, not yet. Okay, it's not done yet. I guess. Let's just wait for it because I only see the React plus Vite template. So okay, Ryan Carson is saying that now Codex, like the normal model, the 5.3, is almost as fast as Spark. We need to test it later. If they achieve to make like 5.3 Codex medium as fast as Spark, that is like 1K TPS, so they won everything. Like Anthropic is not even an issue for them anymore. And it's, I don't want to say it's doable because I don't know, but it's possible now that they partner up with Cerebras. So, and what's Cerebras? They are chip company like Grok with a Q. Let me just show you. Cerebras chips. So they have huge buffers like this, where you can do a shit ton of inference. They are amazing. And they got some models like the GBT 120 OSS to perform like 500, 600, 1000 tokens a sec. It's amazing. I need to find other adjectives, but amazing is the easiest thing that comes to mind. So, anti-gravity. What are we doing, my friend? Also, one thing about Gemini 3 is slow, slow, slow. Please do something like a Gemini 3 flash coding something, like a composer like model, a composer 1.5. It's so good. Something like out of this world how good it is. I still don't know which model they used as a base. I don't think they created their own model. I think it's like a distilled of GLM or something like that. But they did so well with that. The model is so cool. It's the only model, like the only sane model, to do in sync work, in my opinion. I didn't I didn't see anyone speaking about the new Codex Spark model. I think it's probably shitty. That's why no one talks about it. It's also true that it's only available for pro subscribers, so you need to have the $200 a month subscription. But no one that I know mentioned it yet. So it's either not that good or it didn't like impress that much. Also, one thing to consider is that now a lot of people prefer big models that are slow, like Codex, but you just launch a task and it's gonna finish the task, instead of having a model that is really fast, but you need to iterate a billion times. And I understand them. I'm one of them. I have so many chat in the Codex app that is not even funny. And I'm literally building an app that is a Codex wrapper. So, and one of the main things of this app is the thingy, I'm so fucking dyslexic. The main thing of this app is the async way of doing stuff. Just ask him to do something and he's gonna do it. So we are gonna go to this app as well, like later down the stream. For now, I just want to test Gemini 3.1. I didn't have much time to do it. Also, most of the harnesses I usually use for testing, like V0, they don't support Gemini 3.1. I guess it's worse than Opus 4.6. So, sorry, guys. Mm-mm. Let's see. I just saw that on Twitch. I still have my cringy Web3 both name and icon, like profile. I need to change that later. Also, I don't even know if on stream I have the right title. I don't even have a title on my stream. Let me just at least put a title. AI. Does Twitch have the vibe coding category? No. What the fuck is Twitch doing? We need we need the vibe coding category. I see that as a huge like ASMR replacement. Like watching people do vibe coding, it's a lot better than ASMR, probably. Let's try again. Let's do BD. Let me bring it to the other Okay. Oh, okay, we have it, we have it. Wait, everyone. Local 5. Do you guys know that Vit uses 5173 because it spells Vit? Now you know. It's like Vite. Crazy shit. Okay, Jessica. Let me remove the dark thingy. Let me zoom out a bit. And let's see what Jessica has for us. It's a VC partner at a hyperscale fund. She deployed 200 million bucks last year. Hello. Only doing a thousand extra returns. Okay, yeah, love it. Growth hacker. No, no, no. Elena, 32. Serial entrepreneur at acquired. Okay. Alex. I don't like men. Sarah. My startup automation, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so you can reset as well. Or you can swipe. Okay. But how does matching work? Did you implement it? If I had just a sliver more time, you know what I've done, English is a pretty difficult language. Not as much as Italian, but it's quite difficult. What I should have done is I could plug this in with Convex and we could like match on stream altogether. That's an idea for a next video. Next challenge. Like let's see if we match. But yeah, we don't have profiles anymore. When you swipe right or click card, likes action, the card is removed. Well, we don't have a backhand. I guess this is a pass. I don't want to be too harsh with him. We cannot do matches in a single player mode. So yeah, that's a pretty nice thing. We can close it. This is a pass. Let's see if my anti-gravity sub is gonna be enough for all the tests that we want to do. Let's see the next eval. The next eval it's the portfolio one, and I think it's one of the coolest one. But no, the next eval is the habit tracker. No, let's do the Pokemon one. Let's do the Pokemon one. So let me just screenshot this because I have really big mental problems. Tac. Let me go back to my evals. And let's him recreate this one. Recreate this Gen 1 Pokemon guessing game. Create a folder for it. This is quite stupid, but also quite interesting because it tests him in three things. The first one is UI, so UI and image understanding. For people that don't know, Gemini is one of the best multimodal models. Multimodal it means that he understands not only text, it understands images, it understands audios, it understands videos, it understands almost everything. So it's gonna be interesting to. It's also understand 3D spaces. So in fact, a lot of people are testing it right now to do 3D assets, and it's a really nice use case for Gemini specifically. So, and the third thing, I think I missed this, is he needs to gather all 151 Pokemons. That's not. uh, We don't give that as a given. We don't give that as yeah. Yeah, I like that way of saying it. Let's see what he's doing. He's designing the HTML structure. Okay, we believe in you. Design everything for us. Gemini 3, Gemini 3 Pro was really good at design, but at one point, Opus released, Opus 4.6 to be specific, and the front end skill as well. And yeah, I never used Gemini ever again. That's really sad because I really like Google. I really like Gemini in general. The tree flash model is amazing. It's one of my daily drivers, him and GLM5. But, well, what can you do? Don't marry the model, marry the harness, someone said. I don't marry either, neither. I just use wherever is the best. So I think that's the only option to win in this field, like the AI field, because every day something will just show up that is gonna be better than the previous thing. And if you don't understand it, if you don't test it, just because you are being a fanatic of another thing, then you're gonna miss out so much. Okay, it's creating a script. It should be almost done. Okay, let's test it. I think I have the extension. No, I don't. Then let me just open it in the folder. Folder? Reviewing folder? Uh, Whatever. Let me just give me just a second. Okay, we have it. Let me just bring back my other page. Where is my other helium? Here. Okay. It's literally the same. Wow. Okay, this is the image. This is the image. Let me, and this is the game. Image, game, image, game. Wow. Okay, let's test this beauty. Do you guys know any Pokemon from the first gen? Let me see if we have something in the chats. Uh, I'll start. My first favorite Pokemon, you? Okay. Mewtwo. Okay. Bulbasaur. Charmander. 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 Okay. What else? What else? Uh, I'm too young for this. I think Rhydon. Ra Rhydon. Machop. Machamp. Weedle. Okay, this game is amazing. It also has sound effects. Ivysaur. Uh, Venusaur. Okay. I found a way to. Uh, oh, it's not responsive. Okay, we didn't ask him, but let's see the hint. ED77 start with B. No. Okay. ED43 starts with O. O on the 43? O. A Pokemon from first gen that starts with O. I don't know. The 34 Nidoran? Rino? Okay. Nido King then. Okay. Yeah, I'm too good, but let's give it a pass. I think that's enough. Let's go to the other eval. think it's the third or the fourth one. Context throughout events. Now let's try to create a 3D pumpkin with GSAP and Tray.js. Let's see how it goes. Let's always remember to go to a new chat once you are done with the task so your context doesn't bloat. Create a new folder and there, Command V. Create a 3D pumpkin with GSAP and Tray.js. Let's see. One really sad thing is that it's been a while now that no new labs uh, are doing really, really great models. Right now we have Google, Anthropic, OpenAI, XAI, well, sometimes, ZAI, Moonshot, DeepSeek, sometimes, and there are a bunch of rumors about DeepSeek V4 coming soon. What else? The Minimax guys, I think they're called Olio or Oilo, something like that. The Quan people, that's basically it. I don't even, as a European, I don't even consider stuff like Mistral because tell me what's the last time you used a Mistral model? Like for real. Yeah, me too. 3D pumpkin. Okay, let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Are you done? My beautiful scripter. Let's see how this pumpkin looks like. CD, BD. Let me open my thingy. One, two. Okay. Wow, amazing. I have no words for it. Love it. Oh, yeah, it's not done yet. So. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, one other question I have for all of you, all of my buddy, like all of my vibe coders buddies, that's what do you do while agents are working? Because sometimes I just play Clash Royale. That's the only thing I do while agents are working. So I would love to know what you guys do. Because honestly, like after having 4 or 5 agents in parallel, like then testing everything out destroys my mind enough. Then the only thing I can do later is playing Clash Royale or Kaiju number 8, the game. That's another option. Okay, it's finally done. Let's see now. Oh, okay, that's a pumpkin. That's a really nice pumpkin. Jesus. We also have shadows. Wow. Can you carve it like an Halloween pumpkin and put a candle inside? Or when they said Gemini is really good at 3D assets, they were not fucking around. Like I have a theory. At one point, we are gonna get 3D assets that are so fucking good from AI agents that stuff like Spline, Render, no, Blender, how's that called, and all the 3D asset makers that they're gonna become fully and completely utter useless. Because if you think about it, 3D assets are just space math. Math, not math. You can do 3D assets better if you're on math. I'm joking, of course. But oh, I have a notification. Do, do, do. I just hope I don't get striked. No, how's the term? Like copyrighted just because I have the fucking music down the street. This pumpkins looks good. Come on, anti-gravity. Draw us this face. In the meantime, let's also see how my hub is doing. What I want to do right now is I want to make sure that every time I log in the workspace, I go to the final message because right now it's not working like that. Let me just go into the other Z. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. I think it's this one. Okay, let's do it here. Let me get my simulator. We have something to do in the meantime. So I have an issue. Every time I enter the workspace, it just doesn't go to the last message. It goes to a random part of the message. Can you please fix this? Let's see. How my pumpkin is doing. Come on, come on, come on. Let's refresh. It still doesn't have anything. Come on, Amp, you can do it. I still have $5 left on my free daily usage. Live stream. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, it's done. Let's get back to the pumpkin. Oh, okay, I guess. Before it was cooler, but it technically did what I asked. So He also put the candle, if you can see that inside that. So it looks like the church's candles. I don't know if you guys know like how they are made, but yeah, let's give this a pass. This is pretty good. It's a bit too squashed, I guess, but that's not bad. Let's see what other benchmarks, like cool benchmarks I have. Okay, we can do the website one now. Let me get someone is attacking my village. Okay. Let me get the eval prompt here. Okay, this is the one that I stole from Mirai. Is the Twitter account that I was showing before. No, 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 no. Wait. Create a folder for it. Okay. I'm still sad that we don't have the vibe coder category on Twitch. Is the other thing done? On context size change. Okay, he's doing something. Let's see. Let me get back to anti-gravity. Reading current project files. You don't need to read the current. Please don't read the other folders. Just create a new folder and work inside that. Jesus. Okay, hump is done. I heard that ding. Let's see if it actually worked. Let's go to agents. Yeah, it works perfectly. Amazing. Something that's out of this world. Uh, Opus, opus, opus. Are you sure? Because I just get to the first message instead now. Maybe he doesn't understand what's the first message and what's the last message. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's still thinking. Yeah, think, think, think. So for the people that are in live, you should go to this website that I showed yesterday, but it was for a split second. It's news.bodytools.org. Here is where I share all the interesting AI related news that I found in my private group. If you're not in my private community, you can just go here and check it here. So they are basically the same news. And if you want to join my private community, DM me with what you're building right now. The community is only for builders. So if you want to see the news, you can see it in this website. It's completely free. And if you're a builder, reach out to me in DMs so I can let you join the private community. I heard another ding, so this is done. Simulation, workspace. Come on, come on, come. Something is happening. Something. Google Chrome would like to access your removable. See, okay. Oh, okay. Here, anti-gravity testing is on work. It's loading, I guess. How you can do it? It's just loading right now. There's nothing. Please use the Oracle. Let's see if GBT52 can help us here. So, what are you doing? Just to understand. Allow. Okay. Every time an agent opens my browser, I just freak out. And it happens quite often with OpenClaw. Sometimes it just spawns a random tab while I'm working and get scared as fuck. Mm. What the fuck is doing? Yeah, okay, stop it. The page is just loading indefinitely. CD, PD. Okay, no, because it's just an index.html. Real in Finder. Oh, here we go. Okay, this doesn't look that bad. It's a bit strange. It's more or less a commit page more than a portfolio. So, yeah, what he did is getting our commits or the thing that we did in this code base and vomit that on the website. So let's see the animation, the loading animation. Oh, the fail animation is so cool. So the background has a slight problem. It doesn't go all the way. But yeah, that's not exactly what I was thinking. But yeah, let's give it half a mark here. Let's see what. First of all, what the fuck you are doing here? Oh, wait. Let's fucking wait. Oh, it works. Codex is so good. Like people that are saying this Opus is better than Codex, they don't understand anything, anything, anything for real. Okay, let's see what else do we have. I want to do something stupid. Let me get my Gemini. Create a scenery from a low poly medieval game. Let's try to create a simple like low poly game with it. I think it's one of the most interesting use cases. Okay, this doesn't look like Minecraft at all. Like, well, honestly, not that much, but let's see. Let's give it this image and let's see what it builds. Let me get to anti-gravity. This is the last project that we are gonna do, so let me delete everything. Let me get everything clean up. Close others. Okay. Let me also create a new terminal page. I want to recreate this whole game, and I must be able to go around and hit the enemies, and I need to have an inventory so I can chop logs, save everything in a SQLite DB. What do we let them use? Do we let him, it, use, whatever? Let me think. An easy game engine, maybe GamePy, wherever he's gonna figure it out. Why SQL like DB for real? Whisper. Right. SQL like DB. Whatever. Okay. I'm so hyped for the new seed dance model. I was thinking about like Bell because I was creating some stupid videos. I was like I saw a bunch of stuff from seed dance and I'm so hyped. I think they release on 26 or 24 or something like that. Next.js. What? Isn't it a bit too heavy for a game? Like too stupid for a game? It's okay. It's better than Flutter. No, I'm kidding. In this case specific, I'm kidding. Mm. One day, maybe we can try something like building a game on stream. So, like on Unity or on Godot, something like that. I think it could be an interesting idea. I always wanted to make a game. I already have the idea about the game that is like, imagine that clicker games, like cookie clicker, whatever, but instead of having cookies or whatever you want, we have hard, we have like, how the fuck is called when models they need compute. So we have compute. You start with like a stupid low level GPU and you go to the ones that cost like 500K, uh, and you can build models. So you can train like GPT-1, GPT 1.5. That's the game that I want to make. One day I'll have enough free time to just go on a 12-hour stream and build it on, what's the name? We can use Unity, I guess. No, agent terminated. No, not again, please. Oh, I think, but don't quote me on that. No, I'm just gonna check the news directly. I think I shared it with the guys. Let me see. Because now Next.js, let me see. I think it's in the Next.js page. Like the new beta of Next.js also has AI docs embedded into it. Like when you install it with create next app, here look, you do a create next app canary, and you have version. What the fuck it happened? You have version match docs directly inside it. This is gonna look so fucking cool. It's gonna be really cool. Anti-gravity, did you just stopped? Or, oh, no, okay. It's trying to do it. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay. Can I just CD inside here without changing my whole thingy? My whole IDE? Oh, the bitrate finally stabilized. Got got good on Twitch. That's what I was trying to say. Stabilized. Yeah. I accept it. Stabilizzato. English. How it is?
Stabilized.
Stabilized. Okay. Stabilized. It's gonna take a while, I guess. Prisma. You are overcomplicating it just a sliver. Like using an ORM to create a game? I think it's a bit too much. Okay. Let's see. We already have some type issues. Okay, it's import issues. Dev.db. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. For the people that just joined, we are trying to create a game with Gemini 3.1 Pro. We are not doing it like just to make the game, is more or less an eval to see how good Gemini is. One cool thing that I don't know if it's still here. Technically, Anti-Gravity has access to Nano Banana Pro. So if he needs assets, he can technically generate them himself. So that's really good. That's really cool. Let me see if I have other stuff that I want to fix here in the meantime. Oh, this app is coming out great. Uh, I'd love all of you to test it once it's done. It's gonna be super fun. I just need an answer from the Anthropic team to understand if I can use cloud code inside it, because honestly, the cloud code subscription to be exact. We still don't have an answer that is worth a multiple $billion lab. But okay, it is what it is. Let's see if someone released something interesting on X. Oh, one thing that's it's really interesting actually, the AMP guys just released an article. It is this one. I think it's not this one. It's the previous one. Here. So what they are saying is, uh, let me see if this is the one that I read. I think we can give it a quick read in the meantime. It's really interesting. Like their position on agents harnesses always like fascinated me. Has been fascinated to me just because they it's not they obligate you, but like they decide what kind of tools you can use and you will not use. Their agent harness is really opinionated. I'm not saying this as a bad thing. I actually think it's a really good thing. But what they're saying here is that the current generation of coding agent is that the art is still beating, but Bullet has already left chamber. This generation is in the future. This is like quite a huge and bold statement on a thing that is like 2 years old, more or less. So with the newest model, they are referring to GPT-5.3 codex. The prompts and the tools you wrap around the model is no longer a limiting factor. This is this is not accentuated enough, in my opinion, because this has a lot of the derived concept as well. Like there were a lot of people that thought that doing prompt engineering was the future, like telling the agent, "Look, my grandma is gonna unalive herself if you don't finish the job. You are a genius architectural programmer," something like that. It was BS at that same moment that they said that, and now it's something like completely out of this world, like stupid on a level that I cannot even describe it. So this is also a derived of this. Like these models can be powerful with nearly any tool you throw at them, any prompt you throw at them, literally anything. A simple tool called Bash is often enough. Just use Bash. Whether you show a LSP diagnostic, uh, or there is dwarfed by what the model can do, sheer brute force. Yeah, I agree. That's why I think they don't have LSPs or they are removing it. Cloud Code has a pretty huge problem with LSP as well. It's so slow, or better, it's really resource intensive. I think I understood. So I think they're even removing it because the agent can just run the type checker. They can run a bunch of stuff independently. So it doesn't make sense to use another heavy tool just for the sake of it. So now, yeah, now models are just trained on tools. That's really interesting. How you organize your codebase for agents, how your organization uses them, those are now the bottlenecks. Facts upon facts. Wow. Yeah, I have I have a chat in the Lani private group. Of course, I cannot share like what's the chat about because the group is private. But the main thing is the more senior an engineer he is. Okay, let me get my schedule. What I saw as a like retarded project manager is, let me see if I can do like I still don't know how to do the the curves here. Is it with commands? No, with option. Oh, nice. Let me just draw it. It's gonna be easier. So that's the usual middle curve. Like imagine here like the bottom, I don't know, 50% developers, the top 5% here. Like people here thinks that vibe coding is gonna be the only way of living. more or less. People here understood that vibe coding is something that not vibe coding, like AI assisted coding, is something you cannot run away from. People like Theo again, like Tanner, like, and also the people here. So people like Linus, all the like ultra gods of development. But there is a place that is more or less here where developers are quite good but not god level, so more or less here where I don't know why I'm thinking about Primogen, but it is been an AI bro in this period, so I won't flame him. Of course, like I'm joking, I love Prime, but the people here, they think that AI codes is just code made by juniors that are not even worth throwing out. So it's not even worth it to do tests or to do, I don't know, mock-ups. They just do everything by hand. And this is the problem they are stating here. Like how your org uses them, like it's been difficult for some of the oldest orgs to let their developers use coding agents, even now that the models are really good. Like Codex 5.3, no one can tell me that that code is made by a retarded junior because the only retarded does that. I mean, that's the overall opinion. So, yeah, sorry for the rant, but it's been bugging me for a while. The frontier has shifted, and we are going to make massive changes to AMP. Okay. It's tempting not to change. AMP is growing faster than ever. We could stay, keep things as they are, pretend that the coding agents February 2026 are the final form, and watch the numbers go up. Now, this may seem intuitive, but I'm not quite sure about this. Uh, it's true in the short, medium term, but long term, you could end up like Copilot. We could say yes to more VC money and sell $2,000 worth of token for $20. Maybe. We all love subsidized tokens, but yeah, I understand why they don't do it. But what would that buy us? A local maximum. Agree. And while we are sitting on top of the local maximum, each new model generation would move to the frontier farther and farther into the distance. And the longer we keep things the same, the more we select for users that are uncomfortable at the frontier. Fucking facts. Okay. But the users we want and need are those who are willing to pack up and travel light with us. Okay. AMP has to evolve. The first step is that they are killing the extension. Now, I don't understand why people use extensions anymore. Makes no sense. In fact, if you see like Klein just released their 2.0 CLI, Kilo Code uses Open Codes 1. Everyone is shifting to the CLI. So I still don't understand why people are maintaining extensions, but whatever. By keeping these new models in a editor sidebar, we restrict them, blah, blah, blah. They no longer need hand holding. They want to write code and run even when you are not sitting in your front of your editor. Okay. The AMP editor extension will self-destruct. Okay, no one cares about that. Because we are keeping the CLI for now. Wait, we are keeping the CLI for now. Okay, okay. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, what they mention in this post is more or less that CLI is not even the final form. So what's the final form? What are they mentioning? Is it gonna be like a chat interface where you spawn async agents, something like Oz from Warp? Could be. Or what else? Like background agents that just work on your code base autonomously without even you telling them? Maybe. Its start is still beating and help us get to wherever we need to go. Think of it as a ladder. We use it to climb. We use it to climb up. Give me just a second. I need to zoom in. I'm blind as fuck. We use it to climb up to the next level, and then we might not need it. Oof. I just hope for all of you that, and for all of us, it is true that AI doesn't have sentiments, because, like feelings, I would be hurt by that. It's flexible, light, easy to change, can be run anywhere and anytime. It attracts the kind of user we are building for. Makes sense. It's also one of the three staples I need on all my CLIs, on all agent harnesses. It needs to be portable, flexible, light, easy to change, etc. For those of you who read Everything is Changing in April 2025 and nodded, this is nothing new. Our only promise was that when the frontier moved, we would move too. And this is amazing, not for them specifically, also for them, but in general for quote unquote startups. And I put in startups also all the companies that are now like billion-dollar companies, but that moves like startups like Cursor, for example, like move fast, break things, fix things, and move with the frontier. Like those are the ones that are gonna beat Google, Amazon, and all those other people in the end. I'm quite sure about that. I don't know if you saw like Spark from GitHub or Firestore, Firebase Studio from Google, Kiro from Amazon. They are like at least two gens behind what we are currently using. So if you're new to AMP, welcome. Come with us. Today, AMP ceased to be a coding agent. Oh, okay. Ceased to be a coding agent. Does it mean that it's going to be similar to OpenClaw, like an everything agent? Could be. It's no longer a point on the map. It's an arrow, not a stop but a right. And it might self-destruct too. 2 million seconds. How much are 2 million seconds? 1.2 million, sorry. Let me see. In hours. Seconds. Come on, calculator. We like this. Oh, we can do it in the old way. Divided by 60. Oh, wait, I think the commas. Seconds. Okay. It's 1 week, 6 days, 10 hours. Yeah, I think this is the self-destruct of the extension. But yeah, this article is quite good. It's also quite, it's concise. It's on point. It says facts upon facts. So that's really, really good. Is our anti-gravity done? Allow this combo. Yes. How are you doing, my best friend? I think we went like 30 minutes worth of rant or something. Let me see the time. 6:38. I think we did like 20 minutes worth of rant on the article. Okay. That was a bit much. I'm such a fucking good artist. Come on. Look at this and tell me that it's not good. Let's see how this game goes and then we can close it for today. I need to watch a bunch of animes. Yeah, I think we wasted a bunch of time because he was asking me for some permissions. Although I gave him like full permission, so I don't understand. Let's see if this game is really gonna happen or not. We have been in live for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do you wanna tell me anything, guys? Let me know in the chat. Also questions about how Gemini is looking, if you just joined or whatever. Okay, technically it's done, I guess. But we have a bunch of errors. Let me see if I need to install the stuff. Let me run it. Let's see what happens. Localhost. Let me go to my browser. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm a huge pill. I can move with WASD. Okay. Can I punch a tree? No. What can I do? Oh, I can beat enemies. Okay. I have an inventory. It's empty. Okay. How can I beat the tree? How can I harvest the tree? Okay. So those polygons are not okay. That I said like low poly, but not that low. That's a bit too low. But okay. It doesn't let me harvest the tree. Also, the tree is floating. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't look that good. One day we'll get to a point where we can one-shot games. Do you guys imagine that? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the real definition of abracadabra. As I speak, I create. You will be able to do it with software. You will be able to do it with hardware as well. But at the end of the day, hardware is just more complex software. Oh, something happened, I think. Oh, we have more trees now. Via, cazzo un albero. Punch the tree, punch the tree. Okay. Oh, we have 6 woods. 6 wood. Okay. Oh, we have 7 wood. 6, 7 wood. Okay, okay, that's quite nice. We can cut trees and we can cut floating trees. We are a huge pill that go and cut trees and have huge mud cubes floating. I will give it a like a quarter pass, let's say. But to be on one shot, I think is pretty good. Okay, guys. Uh, I'm not that impressed with Gemini. Also, we tested him like on quite stupid prompts. I've been testing it with like real code bases, more or less real, let's say, code bases, and not been that impressed. It's a bit strange, but we are gonna see on the we are gonna see in the future on the main harnesses how it's gonna look like. So I need to test it on Droid yet. I need to test it on other code. Right now, the only way I tested it was with anti-gravity and with the canvas feature in Gemini. The 3D understanding looks amazing. The browser and the browser use looks amazing as well. So I need to test it with browser use. With I don't know if they do it with kernel, for example, but that's more or less it. Uh, Let me know if you have some final questions. If not, we are gonna close it for the week. Gonna wait just a couple of minutes. Okay, that's it for this live stream. Thank you so much for the people that joined. Let me know your opinions on Gemini if you have any. And yeah, good to see everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.